Abusia sabedi Kelvin last time can who be oni na say Oliver Baka Vomo Mokasa Brant na why demonstration against illegal mining na okotu police car kiriguan no. Osade se bia ba abusia emu rem. Na o kire mu say vetting committee of parliament and I say the ministerial nominees are President Mahama nominate one no. They pay money to the appointment committee members abusia. Osusu say it also needs to be investigated by the oral team. Now, some when Kevin Taylor are reacting towards Oliver allegations are making against the newly appointed ministers of President Mahama Abayi. You will come into details. Kevin Taylor Sanchez mu say, Andra Ayavete Honorable Mutaka Mubarak Mohammed as Minister for Interior, no, former MP for Menshia, Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempe, our sounds be running mate. Emma Dr. Baumia in the 2024 elections, no, or PM or now be paid then or Kevin Taylor sign are reacting to Sansa, no. And what is no, Obusia Obuasi sem nearby, no, Yenia Kevin Taylor on cash here. I feel no say, we gather information in ordinary this ordinary in Chere, Abetugua. You bet you Sansa now into details. Now, son, and make sure say, on subscribing Sika TV, Abusia, sure say, subscribe. Now turn on your notification bell for latest updates. Afei nso no kyerɛ wadwene ɛfa sansɛm yi ɛho. Ɛno nti abusua yɛbɛka ya President Mahama n'ani abere sɛ ɔbɛform ne government as early as possible. And until last week, or swear in 6 ministers into office. And also ɔsan swear in 5 ministers into office. Abusua ɛnra the minister designated for gender and children and social protection, Madam Agnes Namomo, with me and swear in because she reported late at the event. Ebusia, President Mahama second coming day, or say the near Brese is going to ensure that there will be discipline in his government. And it's we appointee. Now say ultimate Jumana, not the Jumana told because we are not here to joke. Yamami arrived late at the swearing-in ceremony, and you know she was not allowed to take part in the swearing-in. Ebusia, which the level of discipline and standards are President Mahama Setiama appointees. Now we are Ghana and we are doing baby also where this so because we are resetting Ghana. And with Ghana man time no say enye juma it baby will be out here me no. We are no more using Ghana man time because if you are late to an event, you are going to be turned away by the organizers because and round start to Jubilee House. Say Minister Akwapọ the Yamano at Quatra Mountain there and now come on from member day. We are late to any program. Also ebayesi. Ebusia Kevin Taylor kyerɛ say ɔmanpɛyene sɛbi ɔbagya ne nan egu osrɛ so a yɛpepa yɛ ntwa no nti no yɛ maame Agnes na momo gender minister no ɔbɛsrɛ sɛ wagya ne nan egu osrɛ so na so bɛpepa na ne bɔ ne akyɛ no because wa onim nyiwa pa obetumi ayɛ nti na wagbɔ ne din sɛ ɔmɛyɛ gender minister no nti ɔbɛsrɛ sɛ fa kyɛ no na ma no another opportunity na wɔn so ne in no mɛhyɛ ne nnwuma pa no asefambo a waban yi.
And one lady who was supposed to be Sony, your friend, minister designate, and I'm a gender minister designate, your friend Agnes Na Momolati. And then you bring and go say John Mahama swearing in. She was late. And the information is that John Mahama refused to swear her in. Or the Jubilee House decided that so why late there is no need because the president cannot go to the Volta region in the morning. Make sure he returns to swear ministers in. Now what you cry? Now catch him so later. So President Nekwa swear in is total disrespect to the president and to his office. So your appointee in Mahama's government, you should take a clue from this. This shows that Mahama can fire somebody tomorrow morning after swearing the person in tomorrow afternoon. John Mahama can fire somebody tomorrow evening and no pass or swear anybody in or channel pa in the evening. John Mahama can sack that person. This should tell you something. So this lady was late to the swearing in, and then Jubilee House prevented her. So at the end of the day, so your appointee, this should tell you something about your leader. Your leader is trying to tell you, he's trying to speak to you Respect the people. Respect the people who have given you that power. And with all due respect, I don't know what led to the lady getting there late. But at the end of the day, the president to make of water region, Saba, to make sure so I swear ministers in a so you should do everything possible to be there before the president. That's how it's supposed to be. There are no excuses here. So this wonderful lady did not get the opportunity today. Maybe tomorrow she will get the opportunity. But it sends a very good message. It sends a strong message to you, the appointees. Nobody is above sacking. Nobody is above cautioning. This is the new John Mahama you are seeing. This is the new John Mahama government you are seeing. It is not government as usual again. This is a new kind of governance. This is a governance whereby we need to respect the people because Ghana phobia TV almost constituents share. So if you don't get there on time, Abra president ne drew on time, then technically you are disrespected. No amount of excuses in these circumstances because President Zeko of Volta region on to this morning when the president went to the Volta region, me who say Okasano Odinkan epa ahemfo any asofo ne chew say he is very sorry. This is the president of the republic. He does not have to apologize to anybody when he's late because the president has a lot of things on his plate. So president to me appear at a function earlier. The president, even on his way, because of security, he can be delayed. Yeah. The security setup can tell him that, Mr. President, the place is still not ready for you. Even though security is ready, we believe that you have to still stay indoors for another 1 hour because we are trying to put some things in order. You don't have that privilege. It is a precedent. And a pair of water region the Voltaire and Sekasa, opa eye ahemfo ne chew, opa eye de asofo ne chew. Opa omo betina ho kakra ansa na oba de chew say he's sorry, he delayed a little bit. And that is how it's supposed to be done. That is how it's supposed to be done. We need to show respect. So when I was listening to John Mahama, I realized that now we have a leader who nimi nyansa. Yeah, a leader ochre in his gestures and in his utterances. Ochre na ba ni say why junior will say untumi nya de mi ye bi en respect nipa na. Then do not think it's obet ma serve or ma ban. Sometimes you don't need a leader to pull a gun or to speak stupidly and foolishly like a Kufuado and Abaumia to look like say you are strong. Your actions alone speaks a lot. And that is what John Mahama is doing. I am so bad. I feel so bad for her. I don't know what caused this. And I know, say, she has learned a lot from this. And I believe, say, it has sent the right message to every single appointee. I am praying that tomorrow, if there's going to be another ceremony, they should try and swear her in. She's a very competent lady, very respectful lady. She's very diligent in her job, and I know she can deliver. But at this point, it becomes difficult to defend when you know, say, you have to be there even maybe an hour or two before the event starts. But it's good these things happen. Because, say, Sanyama we in Sia, appointees Libino, and Shada and Yaden, and Shada and what is at stake. Some people still think, say, this is John Mahama as usual. No. I can tell you on authority, this is not the John Mahama you know in 2012 or you knew in 2012. This is the new John Mahama who wants things to be done right. He's resetting this nation. Mr. President, and whoever is in charge of the swearing in, with all due respect, I am pleading. I don't know what caused this lady's delay, but with all due respect, I know she has learned her lessons. And Ghanaians basically know what this woman can do, her competence and all that. We are apologizing on her behalf. We beg you, Mumana, another opportunity to swear in. Just swear her in and let her go do her job. But this is enough punishment. Mr. President, this is enough punishment. And I know the chief of staff and all the intelligent people around the president, the advisor to the president, Madam Valerie, the legal advisor to the president, Madam Brew, and the rest of the people in the Jubilee House. I know the secretary to the president, Mr. Mahama Kalistos, and the rest of the very intelligent people around the president, the vice president. This woman, I don't know what happened, but I believe that she has learned her lessons. She should be forgiven. She should be given the nod to go serve her people. And I know she will learn a lot from this. And sometimes it will be for a reason. this had to happen for some people to know what is actually at stake. Some people to know that serious business is being done. You get what I mean? This is something we have to be looking at. So, Mr. President, Madam Na Momo is a very wonderful woman. And I know from today, she will check those things very well. She will not underestimate the job she has been given. And she will not underestimate the people's time. And whoever is in charge, we are begging you, give her another shot. She has to be sworn in tomorrow, God willing. And I believe in this woman, she can deliver. And I know John Mahama and this government, they are a listening government, because I know that John Mahama saw something in this lady or appointing, and I know this mistake will not take her competence away from her. But at least it has sent a message that majority of people in Ghana, and especially NDC appointees, they now understand what they need to do. So, Mr. President, we are begging you.
It's not a lesson to all of us. Now a time conscious and we be punctual and regular at events. It's a busunya can tell actually say Oliver Vakavomo and the same able to go on the Facebook page. Say it's that like say the appointees are President Mahama, they pay money before they are approved by the appointment committee. Some similar can tell actually say Oliver has not gotten any proof to what he's saying. It's a reaction now. Kevin Taylor Akafa Oliver Bakavomo. Eya brand na demonstration go to police car ki go an no. Or the same out to go Kevin a reply na tie Kevin Taylor same or the aba no.
122 an act or omission which obstructs or impedes Parliament in the performance of its functions, or which obstructs or impedes a member or office of Parliament in the discharge of his duties, or affronts the dignity of Parliament, or which tends either directly or indirectly to produce that result, is contempt of Parliament. Oliver, this your tweet or this your post on social media. This your post on social media. So all the monies the ministerial appointees are being asked to pay to the appointment committee just to get approved are those ones not affected by oral. Strange Republic. This your statement. Straightforward. Obstruct the work of Parliament. This is contempt. You need to go to Parliament to prove to Parliament to say you have not obstructed the business of Parliament, because this committee was set up by the Parliament of Ghana, led by Speaker Alban Bagbin. Into one a lawyer, ona unim brofo, memente brofo, makain the constitution ne kachira. Me chraw, sa na wakosua law, me de wakosua no e na me chechire ma chraw. Enti, so we read it. Thank you very much, team. Let me just stick to this. So we read it Ghana Mrana. Oliver, asama woka se appointees no sikama parliamentarians are omiti committees no. Okay, Ghana Mrana. Say an act or omission which obstructs or impedes Parliament in the performance of its functions, or which obstructs or impedes a member or office of Parliament in the discharge of his duties, or affronts the dignity of Parliament, or which tends, either directly or indirectly, to produce that result, is contempt of Parliament. This is your statement. So, don't fight me. Fight the Constitution. You said you are a lawyer, and your statement was clear-cut. You did not allege anything. You made it an emphatic statement. So it's about time you went to Parliament, because Ochina, the committee will be sitting. We don't want to have doubt about the committee and the kind of people or the appointees they will endorse. You have put something in the heads of Ghanaians that they are taking money. You have tainted their job. You have obstructed their job. Whatever they will do from tomorrow, Ghanaians will not see it as legitimate. You need to go to Parliament to prove.
Ebusia Andrew Ayevete, Honorable Mutaka Mubarak as MP, as Minister for Interior, no. Yehu Honorable Matthew Puku Prempe, the immediate past MP for Mensia was also here running mate for Dr. Bami who PMO one way like everything James Napoye former MP he has no business to be in the chamber and I come to say Obabeka and our tie obi a chinchi no I question MPP NDC for no was so MPP for no so too much now so I say why you want say because they are in a minority or they are in opposition and the NDC is in power now so I question there also Chimukura say o share the chairman of the appointment committee, Honorable Bernard Ahiafua, I said, yeah, only a fair market I said, yeah, we're fine too much. Also, they be when you win him out because they are not brothers. Yes, they are not brothers. When you win, no one year Jumano, one few when you know year Jumano and Jai, I've grown away with parliament. So I ain't here in some Kelvin and Kafasa, by Pia and Apoko PMO parliament, Brian Everett, Honorable Mutakano, and home.
When the committee now almost every appointees allowed Napo to come and sit with the MPs. You see, I want to tell the committee chairman, my friend, with all due respect to you, that is not your property. We all know Afenyomakin is a fool. The MPP group sitting there, they don't have any intelligence. They are not ready to help you people vet the appointees. Napo sitting on that committee, what was he sitting there? In what capacity? You allowing Napo to come sit on that committee, he is a former MP. Do you know the number of former MPs who can be guests at that committee hearing? Do you know appointees are former MPs are ministers are? They can also come and take a chair and sit with the MPs to ask to be laughing and asking questions. Are we serious as a people? And you, the committee chairman, you are playing jokes with us. Now, MPP know what this majority in parliament are. Do you think that the MPP will allow you to bring somebody from outside to come and sit among them to say, Napo is a mere Ghanaian. He has no portfolio. So why do you give Napo that room to come and sit there and fool himself? In what, as what? As an MP? As a minister? That fool does not have any capacity. If he came as a guest to support Muntaka, he needs to sit back there. Nobody will Jimmy to one for the during the campaign, Edian Kwasiasan and Upon Kancham flag bearer. But today, because of John Mahama, you are here for, or whatever committee chairman, you have a position. Nobody considered you in anything. The man who has been insulted by Napo Kwasiampenyueno has made sure he gave you a position to be in parliament, to be a chairman. You sit there and Napo Kwasiampenyueno MPs or MP. If he came as a guest, can't he sit there? When my appointees don't do or more friends who are MPs who came as guests, why didn't they come sit there? Mudia munya to me and Mudi din kwasiasem. Sa in Yankana Mtetem China, dirty riffraffs MP before no. Oji someone munya majority and Kasan kwasiasem na mozo soso comment soso. Huh? And you people go on the street and fight so hard to give you power. Power no become movie in sana esma esma bodam. You start to underestimate the power of the people. You start to disrespect the people. Do you know the anger in the system? Do you know what the people want you people to do? I don't care. I don't fucking care who Napo is. He needs to sit back there. I don't fucking care who Muntaka is. So Muntaka and Napo a gay crown on Mudaboma. I don't care. So Muntaka and Napo a cracky deals. And Omuya Munkwasia Diwo Aswasia. I don't care. Napo needs to sit where everybody sits. He's a fucking guest. He's not an MP. People work so hard to become MPs. People have worked hard to be appointed. So you don't allow this fool to come and sit amongst you. And you want us to respect you as a chairman? Why do you think Afenyomakin is disrespecting you? Because you have become so weak. You are here for. You have become so weak. Why send Tohen out to and Akwasiampe yourself in your market near MP before they are manipulating you? Why should Napo sit where he sat? As what? As what? In what capacity?
Ebusia Obuasi sensem ya nam so ma nipa nkron esere won ehwere won kwa no Kelvin meka hwe won ho ye ya take several commentary from different angles. Some are blaming Captain Smart for that mishap. Kelvin has said the record straight him say Captain Smart enya hwe ye na nipa na rante and as kasa fa sansem no nyina no they have not said anything with regards to the welfare of the deceased persons. What kind of compensation are they demanding for? What are they requesting to be done to the military officers? And even the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, then pa na yeah won asotwe ben na edema won yen kan no ye ba we are only bashing Captain Smart or say on one ya be so take Kelvin Taylor.
My question to them is say, where are they now? Does the conversation end there? Because you could see, say, no more TikTok, more radio, so TV, so now ye de you know, directing Obuasi, the killing of 7 people, no, they were all directing it to Captain Smart. The question is, were they seeking justice for the people of Obuasi? And I say, it was out of pain. Say, and I want to say that I'm not holding brief for Captain Smart. Matinami show so I've told him my peace of mind so many times. I'm not going to use my platform to defend anybody. But my issue here is, sa assembly si Obuasi no. Mo kasa na mu yedede no. Was it about seeking justice for the people who were killed or murdered, or it was because some of you people thought to say it was the right opportunity to go after Captain Smart? Because for some reason, as someone ankasa is see na ya boni pansun tuo no against their will no. Ya Ghana military ekuomo close range no. As someone ankasa no, it looks like say majority of people who started this conversation and blaming Captain Smart say some utterances that he made and it causes our problem no. The lives of the people nankasa na ehia no. The justice we are seeking for the people no. They don't care about it again. It looked like say it was an agenda to nail Captain Smart because of a mistake he made. I would say a mistake because none of the people who were sitting on TV from who journalists for any so-called Ananta bloggers near the Adeno. Obian to me can't say on social media encore against the ethics of social media no journalists and I say radio no artisanal. The journalists who were criticizing Captain Smart, criticizing everything, no, nobody can tell me say the ethics of the yejuma ye no, sa ejuma we no, obia embu ethics no so da. And this obi bu ethics no so 5 years ago. When something happens today, we need to go bring that 5 years one to judge the person today. I understand it's fine. And we have to do that because we need to check the system. And Captain Smart, some mistake no, he needs to be spoken to. It's a fact. He needs to be corrected. People need to let him know that your job, no, you are not even supposed to do this. I get it. But the question here is, those people who were making so much noise, you know, was it about the people who were killed, seeking justice for them, or it was about some kind of agenda or a pain against Captain Smart? Because it is looking like, say, majority of the people who were speaking and bringing Captain Smart into that matter, Obuasi killings, you know, they sound like they are pained. They are pained because Captain Smart here juma too much my NDC about power. It is a yenya Captain Smart there. Let's nail him. I'm asking you, was all those commentaries for justice to prevail or a personal vendetta or agenda against Captain Smart's career? I will not sit on my platform and defend Captain Smart for his actions. I'm not going to do it. But I'm also asking the motive behind some of the people who were sitting on radio, the so-called from journalists in and out of want to say, was the main thing about the seeking justice for the people, or it was about trying to get at Captain Smart because Makume Muno, Yase MPP lose elections, and we know for a fact that Captain Smart, the journalism work, he played some role for the NDC to win elections. It's a fact. I won't take it away from him. Inti esa attacks no na ya where amudi lose election na amudi can some na say looking at asamono clearly no and making sure say you didn't know kura atu baby was said that because me ya say your body pan soon tuo na ni pan soon na ya bo mutuo ya yesi omono. Nobody is making that a priority. Rather, everybody thinks say, or some people think say, when they go after a journalist, that will solve the problem. Mibusau, where did that conversation go? And I did Captain Smart at them we are not soldier for no boss out no or some form who Diana, because we are talking about military men who are supposed to know, who are supposed to act right under pressure. We are talking about military men who should know what to do at what time. This is not the first time nipa bi akotwan kantan ehuri ako AG for territory mu. This is not the first time. Mimi nyini Obuasi. I've seen this over 1,000 times. Till date, sa nipa nso a yebo mutuo Ghana military for bo mutuo no. We have not heard the Ghana military say Obuasi ni akwala ana small scale miner bi ebo soja ni bi tuo. So we are asking, what at all did these guys do for the soldiers to waste 7 lives? What did they do? Why is that not our priority? Other than we are not seeking answers. Why are we not seeking justice for these people? But it looked like, sir, majority of the people are not multi radio, social media, LDD Captain's Matter. The whole thing was the pain almost suffer still from the defeat of the NPP. And that is what I am seeing. That is what I am seeing. We need to be asking questions. Who gave the instructions for these military men to open fire on innocent Ghanaians? I say innocent because they were not yielding guns. These were Ghanaians who did not fire to kill a military officer. You and I, we have not been trained to be able to stand pressure. We have not been trained to know, say, we have not been trained to know, say, this danger needs to be dealt with this way. The Ghana military men, they have been trained. Now the question here is, small scale miner bang and a key to a boss soja ni tua, and what's a soja ni ebie a yedi a tuo eguniso. Yet I want to hear my soja ni bian can't say a boss soja ni bia tu. Into the question is, why a massa or dano? Why in a year call? Because from what I know, from a year witnesses who were there, the military men who came, they actually made a call. And when they made the call, that was when they started firing. We are talking about people who are before you not less than a mile. People who are about 200 meters away from you. If even they are holding machete, and I said they are holding knives, you are a military officer. Into the end of my sojani atuo abo nipa 7 to pay. Abra sojani to me can say nipa no mujina no ba ku tuo bo sojani bi e ma sojani bi 9 eto kan 9. Why are we not asking those questions? And you see, my member video bin tremo. There was a young man who was there. And mameka bin tremo. Soja for no bo tuo no. They are the same military officers, sir. Time and I to abano. Yes, police station be Obuasi. The Obuasi young men stop you omona. Yes, no. They were the same military officers are boss to this men. Sanko for we. Video. Say Captain Smart I na dwuma bi ana akwatia o partner. Na say obi atwituo ameda Ghana for 7. You have to make it an agenda. Say, dear, into better cham says, our boys na no social media. Girls na no radio, soon social media. Ekasano. Say, come mame, and now papa can omo your bobu to no and come back jaisa omo unasa waka Captain Smart asem. No. Their focus will be on the military officer who pulled the trigger. Their focus will be on the AGAMD who oversaw the killing or murdering of these Ghanaians because AG and rente some military for we. So the MD should take responsibility for these killings. This is not just this is pure murder. Now would you say what anka MD of AG and got position? No. Who hired the military? Who hired those military men? Is the AG MD. So why is he still in office? Why are we not saying that guy should step down? Why are we not protesting? Why are we not making sure the people who rather killed are being questioned? And then I change the conversation because a yaw will be muyem. Because people are still paying this MPP free power. Because some people feel say journalists phobia ekasaye etia bone into end the yenya omo yanti omuti uti omuti ani pansu na eku omo no omo nya nipa. That is my problem in this whole thing. In Tiabaye, no, I didn't say anything. I was just listening. And you get some people speaking a lot. And I was watching them. Some of them, 90% are ignorant. They are speaking because Osiname, Obisa me Obuasi, Obisa me Asantini, Obisa the MPP4. The issue is, were you going to leave that one to go and say Captain Smart can summon Mbrebi? You are going to be asking questions. You'll be even asking for compensation. Mo free Buasi na bujina TV so and the social media for no knowledge, you know. So when you are no anamambana ma wo mogu dem nanka omugu on and kebo ba kutua and kawabe jina beka say in same you be kind of 3 months you will be asking questions adding a sojani no a boss atu no na uniani kutatuo uniani kusojani. Let's stop this foolishness. We want answers. The Anglo-God Ashanti MD is responsible for this murder. The soldiers who went there to kill them were instructed by somebody to shoot. People are supposed to give us answers. The MD of Anglo-God Ashanti, Mr. S, get me the guy's picture. We cannot make this go just like that. We cannot just sit there and say, oh, you're attacking Captain Smart into problem. We can't do that. We are going to make sure the right thing is done. And if the AGAMD is going to be fired because Anglo-God Ashanti is a private company, they cannot come to Ghana and murder 7 people and walk. We will let the international community know that Anglo-God Ashanti murdered 7 people. Yes, because it's a company that is supposed to have its own security. I don't even know why the Ghana military is guarding a private facility. Why is Anglo-God Ashanti hiring military to guard their facility? They have the right to put together their own private security. Why are they doing that? Somebody should give us answers. I want to put the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti, his picture on the screen. Now, we are going to officially make sure that the MD of Anglo-God, who was part of this, yes, because the military officers, the question is, why they hire them? Were they working for free? Somebody hired them. Somebody was paying them. So when that person commits a crime, you, the person who hired them, is supposed to answer. Mr. S, get me the picture. I think we have it somewhere. The MD of Anglo-God Ashanti. We had the picture somewhere. I think the last time we were speaking, it came up. I have the picture. Mr. S, I have the picture. This man should be held accountable. And I'm so surprised to say, I say, Obian Peso Beka. I say, everybody is quiet. Near Tiha, and there were some people of Water River Authority. Omoko Bie Insio, Ewa Akosumbo, and the far Ghana for. We were blaming those people who did that job. Why are we not blaming the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti? Why is this guy still at post? Why is this guy still there? We not making him understand to say, you cannot lead the private company to murder Ghanaians. Let me tell you, when somebody encroaches on your property, in Ghana ranch, they say you have to shoot to kill. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Encroaching people's property is a crime. Now the question here is, crime committee, did it deserve them being murdered? These people were murdered. It's a crime now. Committee, did it deserve military officers opening live guns on them? That is the question we're asking. Unless the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti gave direct instructions to the military that when somebody crosses our territory, shoot to kill, then we will question him. Somebody needs to tell us something.
It's a Bushia say, Chilawaju fast answer me and Chilawaju in the comment section. Nothing to share video level for any be in fact. Kelvin just say, Osi is going to be watchful on all the appointees. Just say, it's going to do your top. Bushia. We are pointing on my penny, Mamma Bema. Can we tell him say, what finny, do the right thing expected of you as an appointee of NDC government. Ebusia, she video level from Sunya be in share. I am some for an appear. Bedamasi. Bye bye.